Year 3 is a pivotal point in any team's rebuild, where the focus shifts from talent acquisition and raw development to perfecting a strategy and putting those pieces together to learn how to be a consistent winner, no matter the turmoil. We will intend on putting those pieces together in Season 3 of the Bears Break the Cycle rebuild. Welcome back to Episode 3, Season 3 of the Bears Break the Cycle rebuild, and just a little bit of a recap. So we left off at the draft stage, and I did some upgrades, did some training camp drills, sim through the preseason, and I would like to go through the schedule. I want to switch things up a little bit and play a little bit more. So I'm going to play a game in each quarter of the season. So the first 4, next 4, next 4, and then next 5. So I think what I'm going to do is play this Lions game, and then play whatever game is the most meaningful out of these 4. Yeah, this Vikings game, and then probably the Packer game at week 18. So that's kind of my prediction of how we're going to do things, but I think depending on how the season shapes, we'll switch it up a little bit. But one look at the roster before we start hopping in and simming. This is what the roster looks like at the beginning of Season 3. We got Caleb up to an 84. Decent receivers out wide. Tutu is our pickup. We got Tyler Scott here as well as our 4th string, but wide receivers are looking nice. Swift is up to an 85. Offensive line looking solid. Komet solid. Maybe a better backup tight end pickup is needed. Defensively, we also saw a lot of growth. This is our 2nd round pick, Collins, because we didn't have our 1st round pick because of the Josh Allen trade. But our secondary looks great. Our D line looks all right. Josh Allen is definitely going to help that. And our linebackers are good. We have some depth there, as well as safeties. Malachi Starks. Hopefully he could take a step up and get even better next season, or this season. Same with Brisker. So, and we did pick up Brandon Aubrey in free agency. That's our roster. And I will be back in week 4 for that. I think it was what? Lions matchup? Yeah, I'll be back in week 4. I'll keep y'all posted on wins and losses and stuff like that. Week 1, close out the Seahawks. We were the higher overall, so it's a little bit concerning, but I'm not going to be too concerned unless we start off really poorly. But close game, first game of the season, get that out of the way, keep it going. This is a huge matchup against the Bills, but I did want to try and get headway on our division win challenge, so I'm probably just going to sim until the Lions game, and we'll play that one. Starting off 0-2, I really don't know what's wrong right now. Let's dive into the stats a little bit and see what's really going wrong. Maybe we could address this in the trade market. Looks like our offense has been bottom 10, not ideal, especially with the weapons that we have. Our defense as well has not been that great, bottom 3rd of the league. So it looks like after checking out the stats a little bit, it's just all across the board, kind of a slow start. Maybe that's something we get to more like week 7. Hopefully we could get a win here, get off to 1-2, and then play that Lions game, hopefully win that and get to 2-2, back on track. There we go. We get our first win of the season, 30-17 against the Saints. Tyreek Stevenson out for 2 weeks. Rough. Okay, that's gonna take a hit, but we got some good depth there. So from the looks of it, Caleb had an amazing game. Not much in terms of yards, but 3 touchdowns, solid completion percentage. Rushing, Swift had a decent game, and DJ Moore with a touchdown. Tutu Atwell with 2 touchdowns. All around, just a really nice game. Defensively, Jalen Johnson had a pick. We were able to get after the quarterback in decent amount, 3 sacks. Solid game all around. Good way to get back on track. So let's hop into that Detroit Lions game. Hopefully pick up win number 2, get us back to 500, and hopefully propel us to stay over 500 for the rest of the season going forward. Here we go. Big drive ahead. Down 7, 6 minutes left. Plenty of time. Definitely need to put some points up here. Swift wide open on the wheel route. No one guarded him. Let's go. Huge play. Big quick strike. Puts us tied. Let's get a stop and get the ball back and win this game. Huge user play. Dogs barking, but Edmonds with a huge pick to put us at the 30-yard line. Tie game. Massive swing in this game. What a play by Edmonds. Get Swift that 3rd touchdown of the game. Stretch run, beat him to the outside, touchdown, taking the lead. Let's go. 2 minutes left. Let's play some defense and shut this game down. I like this. Unless they run that corner, I'll try and cover that corner to the left side. They like to run that. Maybe more towards the middle. Oh, yep. Yes. There's the stop. We need a minute left. They got 2 timeouts. I think we need 1 first down and we could win this game. We're in field goal range. This should be game. Get a first down, win the game, or kick a field goal and win the game. Oh. 4th and 1. Okay, well, we'll drain the clock all the way to around 20 seconds left. Kick that field goal. Go up 10. We got a clutch kicker. This is why we got Aubrey. No, and I miss it. Gotta make a stop here. Gotta make a stop. Not blow this game. No deep shots. Let's get to the quarterback. There we go. Hey, he got it away. Either way, 9 seconds left. Play back. Not give anything. That's game. Didn't have enough time to get down. There we go. We get our 2nd win of the season. Going to 2-2, 28-21. Start off the season 1-0 in our division. Caleb, 17 of 28, 188 yards. Yards still haven't been there, but completion percentage is decent and been producing touchdown-wise. So great game for him. DeAndre Swift, 4 yards per carry, touchdown on the ground, and then receiving. Swift had 2 receiving touchdowns, 4 for 74 and 2. Huge game for him. Just a great game overall for the offense, putting up 28 points. Defense held it down at the end after a horrible missed field goal by me. Let's keep it going. Our rookie gets an upgrade. That's huge. I wonder what his hidden dev is, if it's been released yet. Not quite, but 74 overall. If he could at least be a star, he could keep progressing into something, that'd be really nice. Carolina Panthers, 0-4, should be a good win. Let's look at re-signing some of these guys. Priority is going to be signing these 2 next offseason, so we got to make sure we keep enough money on the books for next year. Sweet. So we got Tyreek Stevenson back for like $5 million. That's huge. 2-year deal, $7 million. I don't mind this. There we go. We got Dexter back and we got Tyreek Stevenson back. I'm still on the fence about all of these guys. Probably want to keep them around. I'm thinking we let Swift go and find someone in the offseason or in the draft we could replace him with. He's done really well for us, but I really think that this money could be best spent elsewhere. And going through the season, I'll check out the stats and see if these guys, if Edmonds or Overshown, are worth bringing back. I think at least one of them, if not both. So let's keep simming, see if we could pick up this win against Carolina. We lost to the 0-4 Panthers. Check out this mock draft. They still have us picking 4th. So only first mock draft. I wouldn't go corner necessarily. I'd probably either go D-line or if there's a stud running back, I kind of want to go, maybe not with the top pick, obviously, but we'll see. It's still early. Looks like our offense has just been rough. Same with our defense. Probably looking at the Falcons game for our next game that we hop into. So I'll be back for that game. And there we go. 41-16 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's huge. Let's check out the stats in that game. 41-16. Caleb with 3 touchdowns, 299 yards, 23 of 34. Awesome game. Rushing, Swift, decent game. Receiving wise, Tutu Atwell seems to be an unsung hero of this rebuild. That dude's a stud. 5 receptions, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. DJ Moore, decent game. Rome with a touchdown. So spread the ball out nicely. Now on to the Jets. Huge game. Opportunity to make a statement after that 41-16 win. Coming off that, this would be a huge one going forward. There we go. Wide open. They did not see that coming. Huge hole here. Swift, go, 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 go. Make a miss. Down to the 15. Swift has been dominating so far on this drive. They are dots. Corner of the end zone. Roma Dunes, they take a 6-0 lead. Minute 2 left. 10-7 game would be huge to get a quick strike here. See if we get DJ Moore here on that over route. There we go. That guy Sauce didn't cover it. Go, 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 go. Get out of bounds. Wasting a lot of clock here. Not my best work. Swift's open. There we go. Minute left. Perfect time management. I mean, it almost wasn't with me burning off like half the clock. Please just make it. And we barely make it. 23-14. Defense, time to make a stop. End this game. Brisker, no! Catch that! Okay, 4th and 10. Some huge opportunities for turnovers here, but great defense regardless. Get a stop here on 4th and 10. End this game. We can kneel it out. What? On prime time. Edwards, we just can't catch the ball, but 4th down stop. We'll take it. Huge win. Kneel it out. get out of MetLife with a win against the 5-1 Jets. Huge one to put us back to 4-3. Great looks going forward as our schedule does not get any easier. Surgical this game, 20 of 28, 282 and 2. Awesome game from him. Swift, decent game, 4.6 a carry. Receiving wise, DJ Moore with a huge game, 7 for 131. Rome with a touchdown, Swift with a receiving touchdown. Awesome game all around. Bunch of upgrades here. Swift gets an upgrade, Owe gets an upgrade, Starks and Kyler get upgrades. Very winnable game. So let's see. 28-3 is a unfortunate score to beat the Falcons by. I'm so sorry, Falcons fans. Awesome win all around. Let's check out the stats here. 3-game win streak, 5 out of our last 6. Way to bounce back from a 0-2 start. Caleb, 241, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 70% completion, only 1 sack taken. Rushing, not able to get anything, but Rome with a huge game. 10 for 124 and 1. Big Rome game, big Caleb game. We love to see that connection working as we take another trip out to MetLife next week. Let's try and keep this winning streak going. The Giants are 6-2 with Brock Purdy, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. See who gets these upgrades. Kelvin Banks, huge. But let's go through this Giants game. See if we can pick up a win here into the bye week. And then Green Bay is next. There we go. We pick up another win. 27-10 against the Giants, 4-game win streak, 6-3 on the season. Huge way to go into the bye week. 265-2. Once again, no interceptions. Swift with a decent game and a touchdown. 2-2 with a big game. Rome with a big game. DJ Moore with a decent game. Komet as well involved. So great game all around. Held the Giants, who were rolling with Brock Purdy, to 237 and a pick. Defense has been balling out lately. We got 4 sacks and that 1 interception. So huge game from our defense and our offense. Just all around a great game. I'm thinking because our defense has been as good as it's been, we re-sign a guy like Overshone, maybe move him over the middle linebacker. He's young, 2 years younger. He's cheaper than Edmonds, 2.8. Okay, he needs some time to think it over. We'll see, because we need to free up some cap space to be able to pay Caleb and Rome next season. So I didn't even realize going through it because we were on that hot stretch. I did miss the trade deadline, but honestly, kind of glad that we didn't make any moves because our team is looking a lot better after those first 2 weeks. If you look at our team rankings there, we're top 10, pretty much everything defensively and offensively. Big step up from what we started out with, putting up a lot of points, balanced offense. So stuff we love to see. Got a big stretch of divisional opponents here, and with this quarter of the season, I think we will be playing this home game against the Packers after the bye week, simming this Vikings game and Patriots game, and then out of these last 5 games, I think we play maybe 2 of them, whatever game is more significant. Halfway through the season, pretty much. Let's take a look at the standings. 6-3, top of the division. Lions are closely behind. Packers 3-6, Vikings 2-6. So maybe that Lions game's more important. Got to win every game on our schedule. Can't afford any slip-ups. Let's move on to this Packer game. Extend that win streak to 5 games. I also wanted to give a look at the stats. Caleb, not crazy yards-wise, but really efficient. Awesome completion percentage. 24 touchdowns, 0 picks through 9 games this season. Everything you could possibly ask for. Taking care of the ball, being efficient. Awesome season so far from Caleb. Rushing wise, Swift has been not everything that we want him to be. A sign of us to move on next season for just a change at running back. He's been good, but I think we need a change there. DJ Moore, 2-2 are both on pace for close to 1,000 yards. 12 touchdowns so far for 2-2 Outwell, so that free agency pickup was huge. Rome, decent season, but spreading the ball around a lot. Definitely need to get Komet more involved. Defensively, we look pretty great. It's been really Josh Allen with 12 sacks already and 3 picks for Tremaine, 2 for TJ. Defense is flying around making plays. So is our offense. Got this Thursday night primetime game against the Packers. So let's get it. Big upgrade here before we hop into the game for Caleb Williams. Up to an 86 overall. Hopefully at some point he could get up to a superstar, excuse me. Huge upgrades for us. Tyreek is back from his injury. That looks nothing like him. That's hilarious. On to the Packer game. Let's hop right into it. Packers up 14-0 here with 7 minutes left in the first half. We make a 60-yard field goal. Might as well try. Let's try. That looks good. And with plenty of room, a 60-yarder from the 50-yard line. That's crazy. 14-3. Let's get a stop here. Go into the half feeling good. So 21-3, end of the first half. Not what we wanted to see. They score quickly on that next drive, but Got to run from Swift here. Get us down to the 30. Rome over the middle. Able to get out of bounds. Gale with not a bad game so far, but clearly we just haven't been able to get anything going. Ooh. Guess we'll have to settle for 3 here. Not exactly what I wanted. But putting up points. Maybe we can get a stop here. Defense has let us down this game, but we're still in this 15-point game. We could get a stop, get the ball back, maybe get a quick score, go into half. 3rd and 4, big opportunity here. Think we'll be sending the house. Gonna press up. Big tackle. There we go. Timeout. 1 minute left. 4th and 1. I just realized we weren't recording for a lot of that second half, but we get the ball back after being down. What was it? 21-6. At halftime, 21-9. We bring it all the way back, tied up at 24-24. We got plenty of time to drive down the field and score. 24-24. Let's get it done. Let's end this game and keep that win streak rolling. Cross over here. It's like Rome's wide open. Big play. Make a man miss. There we go. Down to the 20. Huge play by Rome and Caleb. He's loving it. 22 of 39. 304 and 2. What a massive play in this game. Completely turn the tide. 3rd and 16. Huge passing play over the middle. Get us down to the 20. Oh, over the middle. That slant. There we go. Down to the 4. See? Get in there. Swift. There we go. Take the lead with 1:58 left. 24-30. Let's get this extra point. Put us up 7. Here we go. Might be the play of the game. 3rd and 18. Keep it all in front of us. 4th and 11. Keeping it a long 4th down try. They're going hurry up. Oh no, when Christian Watson catches that corner route, and it's a tie game with 44 seconds left. Green Bay is not going away. What an insane play on 4th and 11. Ah, dang. Thought that playmaker would work, but we punt it. 24 seconds left. Crazy Thursday night game. Back and forth battle. So they are going to have to go to the end zone here. I'm just going to go on a D lineman as to not mess anything up. A heave to the end zone. Play the ball. There's a pick. No one's tackling. All right. Take this back. Come on. Ah, dang. Well, there's overtime. 31-31 on Thursday Night Football. Bears-Packers. Couldn't get any better than this. And we win the toss, so we will be receiving. Maybe we put Rome on this drag to get him away from those X factors. And there he goes. A little bit of a low throw. Get in there, touchdown. There we go. That's the ball game. Rome and Dunze with a huge play over the middle. Ends this game against Green Bay. Guys are hyped. Continue that win streak. Bring it up to 5 games. Or is it 6 games? I don't know, but huge win streak. Huge Thursday night win. Starting off hot in our division. It's absolute statement win here at home. 37-31 on prime time. Let's check out these stats. Caleb Williams, 25 of 45. Not the most efficient, but 3 touchdowns, 337 yards, no picks. Rushing, DeAndre Swift, 15 for 99 in that huge overtime run. And Rome Odunze, 9 for 144 and 1. DJ with 6 for 71 and 1. And Cole Kmet with 5 for 64 and 1. Huge game across the board. Defense was a little shaky, but held it down when we needed it. Now, we come into this game 6 of our last 7 after starting out 0-2, going up against the Vikings. Schedule, let's see. It says I started this game a whole bunch of times. I did hop into it the first time, and it was white on white jerseys, so I quit. I tried the orange, and it was orange on white. It just looked terrible. Hopped in and had to leave midway through, so had to close the Xbox. So that's why it says 4 games played. Going forward, so we got our first quarter of the season, we went 2-2. Second quarter, we went 3-1. And starting off this next quarter 2-0. And I think what we're gonna do is then hop into the Vikings game and Lions game, or the Lions and Packers, but we're definitely playing that Lions Packers game in that last 5-game stretch of the season. A win here would be incredible for our playoff odds. Division games are always tight. We pull it out 26-14 to 14. Extends our win streak to 6, and now we're 8-3 on the season. Our first playoff picture pops up, and we are the 1 seed in the NFC. Yeah, the 1 seed. After starting out 0-2, we claim the 1 seed in the NFC. Gonna re-sign some players and sim this game against the New England Patriots. I don't want to take up too much of that cap, but yeah, I think we'll let most of these guys go, make some moves in free agency in this draft. And we extend that win streak to 7 with a 28-20 win. Caleb with 235 and 1, 17 of 20, crazy good completion. Caleb's been on fire. Swift with a fairly inefficient game, but 2 touchdowns, so good for him. 2-2 with a huge game. No one else really did much. It's a new guy stepping up every week, so we love to see that, spreading the ball around. Defensively, solid. Shamar Turner, 1.5 sacks. Tremaine Edmonds with a sack, and we got a pick with Tyreek Stevenson. There we go. We extend that win streak to 7 games. We are 9-3. Lions are 8-5, so I'm thinking we play the Lions and the Packers. The Vikings are 2-10, so they're out of the picture, but getting a win against our rivals again would be huge. Caleb Williams gets an upgrade up to an 89 with all the boosts. Love to see it. I wonder if he's in MVP conversations. He's up for yearly awards. Jalen Hurts, Caleb's 4th in MVP. Huge. If we could get that 1 seed, that might do a lot for us. We do need it. One of our challenges is top 3 in MVP voting. So a strong finish from Caleb will be big for us. Caleb's passing numbers, 30 touchdowns, 0 picks is absolutely absurd. 2,900 yards. Awesome season from him so far. Comparison to the rest of the league, not up there as much in yards. Is that Tyler Huntley I see down there? That's crazy. In terms of efficiency, he's one of 5 quarterbacks with 30 touchdown passes so far, but that 0 interception number is just crazy. We take a loss, 27-21 to the Vikings. Not the worst thing in the world, but you hate to lose to a team that's 2-10. But that ends our 7-game win streak, but offense still didn't seem too bad. Just caught us on an off night. Huge game coming up against the Lions. See if we could pick up this win against the 5-8 Dolphins would be big. That Dolphins game really putting us back on track, 42-19. Let's check those stats on that game. Putting up a lot of points. Offense seems to be back on track. Caleb might be his first 2 picks of the season, but 271 and 5. Swift with a decent game, but yards per carry wise just not there. Rome with a 4 touchdown game, 8 for 148 and 4. Absolutely uncoverable, but way to get back on track, not let that 1 loss deter us. Rome gets an upgrade with that massive game, well deserved. So looking at the playoffs, with that 1 loss, we did relinquish the 1 seed. We are the 3 seed against the New York Giants. We come up to a big matchup against the Detroit Lions. Huge divisional game, could end up deciding it. We are 10-4, Lions are 9-5, so this will decide who gets the top seed in the NFC North. So big game against 2 electric offenses. Let's see what we can do. This game was a back and forth battle from the start, starting off with a huge pick by Jalen Johnson that led us to march down the field and score with Tutu Atwell. And the Lions then go with a frustrating run, tied up 7-7. Then we respond with a corner of the end zone touchdown to Komet. And then they respond as well with Jamison Williams over the middle. And after the Lions take the lead on a field goal 17-14, we make a crucial mistake in overthrowing DJ Moore on a bad read. And that interception proves to be costly. After a stop here, though, we do have 1 more chance at taking the lead. After a drop by DJ Moore, we only have a few more shots left. A dime to Tutu Atwell. And then a absolute dart over to DJ Moore, but he can't get out of bounds, and with no timeouts left, that'll do it. We fall 14-17. You could see the disappointment on my face. That was a rough one. Playoff picture right now is we would be playing the Lions in the first round, and Green Bay brought it back. We now have 3 teams from the NFC North in the playoffs. So it looks like we do have the tiebreaker still over Detroit, but we cannot afford to drop any games here. With that said, I'm gonna offer Overshown that much if he still doesn't want it. Okay, there we go. We got Overshown back, and I think we're gonna let these guys walk because we won't be able to afford a lot of these guys going into next season, because we will be needing to pay Caleb and Rome. Ah, these losses hurt. These losses hurt. 38-21. Defense starting to fall apart here late in the season. Big game up against the Packers here. A lot of upgrades. Jalen and Caleb with an upgrade. Man, we were just two or three plays away in that Detroit game. That's tough. I take the blame for that one. Season's obviously far from over. Still got a playoff push. Got this last game against the Packers. We only could have beaten the Colts that week. Would have made this game a lot less sweaty. So let's look at possible scenarios here. We did clinch the playoffs. Regardless, the Packers need this game to get into the playoffs. We do not. But as I already played that game in this stretch of 4, I will be simming this one and seeing how this one goes. We lost the Packers to go 1-3 in your last 4 to end the season after such a hot middle of the season. Just not something you like to see, but we're in the playoffs. Yep, we are playing the Eagles on the road, the 13-4 Eagles. As much as it may seem down in the dumps right now, rough stretch, we got so much football ahead of us. This team is a lot better than 10-7. 4,300 yards, that checks off our 4,000-yard passing season. 42 touchdowns, that checks off our 40 touchdown passing challenge. DeAndre Swift rushing for 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns on subpar efficiency. Receiving wise, 2 guys over 1,000. Basically 3 guys over 1,000. Rome with 4 yards away. Tutu Atwell with 19 touchdowns, breaking our beating our 15 touchdown receiving season, which is just insane. Not the guy who I thought it was going to come from, but we got 19 touchdowns. Check that one off. We were second in the league in opponents' points per game on defense. Just a little bit middle of the pack on offense, which isn't bad. We still performed well passing yards wise, but I think if we pick up a good running back in the draft, we'll be able to get that marker of top 10 on both sides. But without further ado, let's hop into that playoff game. Before we do that, let's see how our guys stack up across the league. Jalen Hurts top in passing. Caleb Williams was still top 6 in passing with 4,300, 42 touchdowns, 8 picks. Awesome season interception wise. Started off with that 30 and 0 touchdown to interception percentage, good completion percentage, quarterback rating. Still need to cut down the sacks a little bit. Overall, amazing season from Caleb. Definitely his breakout season for sure. And receiving wise, no one towards the top for us, but Tutu being at 19 touchdowns ties him for second in the league. Josh Jacobs leading the way. DeAndre Swift looks to be top 10 or top 15. Not touchdown wise, but yardage wise, but efficiency is low from that upper half. Ashton Jeanty up here as well. But without further ado, let's hop in that playoff game. Let's see if we could make something happen against a top seed Eagles. After falling behind 7-0, we hit DJ Moore across the middle. Nice pass there by Caleb. And then a sack fumble late in the first half. Really throws a wrench into things, tackling at the 1, prevent the touchdown, but then next play, Saquon Barkley takes it in for 7 to put it up 21-7. And the Eagles just continue to pour it on in this game as we were clearly overmatched in experience and skill. But Cole Kmet was able to get in the end zone to make the score a little bit better, give our comeback hopes a little bit of life. But after the 2-point conversion miss, it was all but over.
Look at this
and
dude.
Then this funny Cole Kmet touchdown in the end was just hilarious as I accidentally pressed A. Really solid season, sputtered towards the end, but a lot to like, especially from our quarterback. Unfortunate result, but not exactly unexpected with our first playoff performance. I'm so excited going into next season because I think we just need to reload in a couple more positions, upgrade a little bit, just develop our young guys, be ready to roll next season, stay consistent. This team is definitely capable of a Super Bowl with a few tweaks going into next season. So Caleb Williams, 275 and 3, solid game from him, but just not as efficient as you'd like. Just clinical from the Eagles, nothing crazy, but solid performance out of us for our first playoff game. Obviously not the result we want, but rushing wise, the reason we lost. 40 rushing yards, absolutely just ridiculously bad. So definitely need to upgrade running back and just our rushing game in general. Cole Kmet, 2 touchdowns, solid game all around, but obviously not the result. I will be back to update y'all on the playoff results and get to this offseason. So Super Bowl is Giants Ravens. Crazy. I apologize for skipping over the Pro Bowl rosters, but I will go through these stats and awards real quick. Jalen Hurts wins MVP. Caleb Williams was top 5. Didn't meet our challenge quite yet, but I think next year he could really jump into that top 3. Amon-Ra, offensive player. Defensive player, Josh Allen, second for us. Awesome to see. Rookie, not for us. Defensively, Henry Collins, solid rookie season. Caleb Williams, second and best QB. Not too many more awards over here. Solid season all around. Definitely some Pro Bowlers. I apologize once again for not having that up there. Just one last look at the playoff bracket. Excited to see the result, because that'd be sick if the Giants, for either team to win. So there we go. The Ravens, heavy favorites, winning the Super Bowl 31-12. Lamar Jackson gets his ring. Super Bowl MVP, Lamar Jackson. See all the awards right there. So shout out to Lamar. Shout out to the Giants for getting there so soon. So we will be accepting the 5th-year option on Caleb and Rome. Caleb, I see, goes up to a superstar, so that is huge for us. Definitely going to be in that MVP conversation for sure if we could keep that momentum from this season. As I mentioned before, we kept Overshown, but letting Swift and Edmonds go. Just need to keep some more money on the books, and maybe we could get a new running back in the draft. Let's see what kind of room we're working with. So we got 16 million. Thinking we need a replacement at linebacker. Trey Tucker indeed ended up signing with us. We got our 2-2 replacement, even though he came off a 19 touchdown season. I don't know if that's gonna be a big loss for us. Maybe if we get halfway through the season and we need an extra punch at offense, we trade for him or something, but I didn't really want to go up any more on that price. So I think free agency, we're kind of gonna leave it be for the most part. Let me check out some more things and I will get back if we make any more signings. We ended up going and signing Kendre Miller, just a backup spot for our running back room. He's 75 overall, still young, and we got him on a super cheap, like $2 million contract. Successful free agency, and now I think I'm ready to hop into the draft. And then after the draft, we could do some eval to see what trades we might want to do at the start of next season. Let's start drafting. So I think our biggest position of need is going to be a running back or just offensive weapon in general. We have the 3rd overall pick. Wait, where did we get that from? Forget what trade that was. We have the 3rd overall pick and the 21st overall pick. Be going after a running back with that late round pick and kind of best player available with that 3rd overall pick. Ideally defense. After looking through, it looks like this guy looks the best. 21 years old, still really young. Top 5 projected pick. We need another linebacker. Killed the combine. Definitely an option. Probably what I'm going with, but I'll be back. After going over a lot of picks in this draft, I think we're going to go with Tyler Hudson with the number 3 overall pick. That sucks. Normal dev. Well, let's hope he's a decent overall at the start. I mean, he'll come in and play right away. He'll be a good player. He has good speed. So just sucks that he's not a hidden dev, but let's see if we can get one at 21. I think what we're going to do is make this trade with the Eagles, get some draft capital back, move back 6 spots, get a 3rd rounder, a 4th rounder next year, and a 7th rounder this year. There's just not a lot that I was seeing that I liked. What I'm looking at here is this Damian Bellamy, and he fell a little bit, but we don't have a pick for a while. So I'm going to check if we could trade back. And if we can, I will trade back a few picks. If not, I'll select him here because he looks like a stud. So I'll be right back. I think we'll be going with this Ravens, move back 5 spots, get a 3rd rounder in the process. And then I think we're going to go with that halfback. That might be a little bit of a reach, but I think we just really need we need some high level talent there at running back. I think we're going to be going with Damian Bellamy here. Really good draft grades, elite excel, decent speed, great stats across the board. I'm liking what we're seeing, even from the skills too, just solid across the board. We got him at 19 true value and we drafted him at 32. Perfect. Hidden dev trait, 95 excel, 92 speed, 91 agility, 88 change direction. Awesome. We got our running back. Damian Bellamy, welcome to the squad. In our 2nd round, I think we're going to go with this guy, Carl Morrell. 6 foot 238 out of Texas A&M, 22 years old. Decent combine stats, decent ratings across the board. Skills, solid across the board. A little bit of a risky pick because he's not as much scouted, but I'm going to go for it. 49 in true value, and we draft him at 53, so solid. Hidden dev, 89 excel, 89 speed. Exactly what we needed after losing Tremaine Edmonds. Perfect. Okay, I think I might have found the steal of the draft. Morris Meredith, elite in 3 different categories, absolutely destroyed the combine. 6'1", 234 out of Ohio State. I don't even care what the skills are at this point. I mean, A, man coverage, A, awareness. Yeah, this dude's a beast. Let's get him on the team. Just absolute dominance in the combine. For a 3rd round pick, this would be huge if he's a game changer. He was 67 in true value, hidden depth, 90 excel, 84 speed, 89 agility, 86 jumping. Huge pickup in the 3rd round. Hidden depth, awesome. So here's our draft recap. Let's check out what overalls these guys are. So Tyler Hudson, our 3rd overall pick, bit of a disappointment at a 74, but with Bellamy at a 75, Morel at a 73, Meredith at a 72, these guys will all be getting significant time for us. Lockhart might be able to get in there too. Crazy speed, absolute burner, agile, so he'll get in the game. Watford, more of a bust pick, same with Quentin Riddick, but overall, I think this is a really successful draft. We got Bellamy as our running back of the future, which I'm super excited about. With that, let's give one last look at the roster, and we could end this video, end this season off. All right, after adjusting all the positions, here's our roster going into our 4th season, and we got Caleb Williams at a superstar, Bellamy, our running back, hopefully a superstar, hidden dev trait. We upgraded our receiver room and got Trey Tucker, as well as drafted Lockhart. So our receiver room's looking solid. Tight end room looking solid. Cole Kmet holding it down. Our offensive line continues to improve. Offense keeps getting better, and I really think we picked up a stud at running back. So our offense, good last year, but I think it could really be great this year. Our 2 rookies will be getting significant playing time, as well as our other one. I need to adjust him in the depth chart, but this is our defense, not much different. Our rookie from last year is up to 76. Our defensive line is looking solid. Same with our cornerback room, looking solid. Josh Allen, ready for another huge season. We got Starks and Brisker as in our safety spots, and we put our new receiver at kick returner and punt returner. I just forgot to show the end of season stats last season for most of our defense, but Josh Allen was definitely the big MVP of our defensive unit with 17.5 sacks. Hopefully we could keep that going, add to that total, and get even more next season, push 20-some sacks. So that'll do it. That's the end of season 3 of our Bears Break the Cycle rebuild. So excited to get into next season. This one was a promising one. Sputtered a little bit at the end, but overall, season of massive development. Caleb's now a superstar. Offense is leveled up for sure, as well as the defense. So we're definitely ready to win. Definitely a Super Bowl caliber team. So I can't wait till the next episode. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'll be back soon enough with episode 4. Stay tuned. I got plenty more on the way. Appreciate you guys so much for the support. Peace out.